Anyways, the time calls for the Monday, the 23rd.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I hope everyone had a good long weekend. I am just going to so we'll pass it over to MPP Daisy Way to begin with a few remarks, and then we'll give it over to the minister, and then we will open it up to questions. With that, I will go right to MPP Daisy Way.
Good afternoon. My name is Daisy Y, MPP for Richmond Hill. Well, today is the first day of the Chinese New Year, so I'm dressed up very Chinese New Year costume. Let me wish you all a healthy and blessed New Year. This year is the year of the horse. We have a famous greetings during this Chinese New Year, wishing everyone as healthy and as genet energetic as the horse and the dragon. Well, exactly is what we are going to announce today. May I also wish everyone a good, healthy, and great wealth and many blessings for this year. I'm thankful that Minister Lecce organizing this media roundtable for ethnic media. It is wonderful to be part of today's discussion. I have been informing my local media and especially the Chinese media as well. As this is the first day of the Chinese New Year, I am having this role of getting all the information and announce it to them one more time. But today, I'm so happy that Minister Stephen Lecce announced the Ontario government that is accelerated the King Cross Gold Corporation's Great Bear projects under the One Project, One Process framework. This is a great news for all of us, especially at a time of economic uncertainty and fierce competition for investment. Ontario is designing its designated King Cross Gold's Great Bear project under the One Project, One Process framework to protect jobs, strengthen domestic supply chains, and secure major mining investment in the province. It is more important than ever to project jobs, strengthen domestic supply chains, and expand resource development. We do not just wish you all the best to have great wealth and health. Today's announcement is putting everything in action. I just want to thank our minister, Minister Lecce, bringing this good news to us. This announcement is a monumental step forward in unlocking the full potential of our province mining sector. I'm honored to join the Ontario Minister of Energy and Mines, the Honorable Stephen Lecce, for this roundtable. Welcome, Minister Lecce. We cannot wait to hear this great news. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much, Daisy. First off, 新年快乐, Gang Hei Fat Choi, Happy Chinese and Lunar New Year to you all. I am not from Korean or Chinese or Japanese heritage, as you may know, but I'm proud to celebrate a unifying reminder of what it's about, which is hard work, good fortune, and the blessings of family. And that's what we have in our country. Team Canada, that's the message today. We are building strong. We're standing up for Canada, and we're frankly not sitting on the sidelines while foreign leaders like President Trump try to attack our country. Today, we're taking a big step forward. So I want to thank Daisy for her leadership and partnership. Fellow York Region member, there's no mines in our community, but I'll tell you, there's a ton of workers and manufacturers that benefit from the minerals in the north. And so today we're here to demonstrate to you all that we can move with speed. We can strengthen our self-reliance and end the dependence on anyone else but ourselves. Our Premier's vision, his response and answer to the question of how do we protect our economy from the growing uncertainty in the world, the answer is clear. Build more here at home. And so, colleagues, I'm proud to announce that Ontario has designated the Kinross Great Bear Project. This is a massive mine project, a gold project under the new One Project, One Process framework. And what this means is we're going to cut the permits by half. We're going to open up one of the largest mines in Canada. We're going to deliver $5 billion that the company is investing to build this incredible mine in our north. It's a great example that Ontario's new open for business and new fast-tracked permitting system is attracting global investment and turning heads of leaders around the world, because we can do it here at home, at scale, and with speed. And that's what the new one project, one process vision is about. It's about moving with speed in this moment to protect our country and create jobs. And in this project alone, 1,100 net new jobs, as well as $5 billion of investment unlocked. This project at its peak is going to help produce about 500,000 ounces of gold every year at peak production. So it's one of the largest. It'll be one of the most significant, and it will be the premier gold mine in Ontario and Canada. So we're happy to deliver certainty, move with speed, create jobs, stand up for Canada. That's what this is about. This is what our premier's vision is all about. And I just want to say thank you to our partners in the North, First Nation and government and industry working together, because we're all on the same team right now. It's not just about cheering on our Olympians. We're standing up for our flag. The flag just celebrated another national flag of Canada Day. I think about my immigrant family, what they reflect on, what the flag means to them. Fundamentally, it meant opportunity, it meant freedom, it meant democracy, but opportunity more than anything else. And this is a country where if you work hard, you can do great things. So I want that opportunity society, that reality that through hard work and commitment you could succeed. So that's what Canada's about. It's what our flag stands for. And I'll conclude with this: in a world of choices, we have a flag, a country that's values are rooted in democracy. We have the most ethical resources on earth, the cleanest electricity grid, the highest skilled and most productive workers. We are a land of the rule of law and freedom fundamentally. And so I'm proud of Canada. And I know our premier cares deeply that he wants Canada to succeed against, it could be Trump, it could be anyone else in the world. We are on Team Canada, full stop. And that's what today's massive announcement for Kinross Gold's new Great Bear project is literally all about. And with that, let's take a few questions. Thank you.
Okay, so just send me a message if you have any questions. I have Nitin, and then I'll go to Bill, but anybody else, just let me know. So Nitin with Prime Asia.
Thank you, Shannon. Good evening, Minister. Nitin from #Media. Minister, it's good to hear that now we have the Team Canada approach, where the federal, provincial, and the First Nations, they are together, and proudly to have the Made in Ontario. And the hurdles in this process, because we have seen many announcements in the past also by the federal about the projects, and immediate workforce shortages. That is a main concern, as this announcement said that it will create thousands plus jobs. Do we have that skilled labor here? Because labor shortage is there. And also the long-term regulatory hurdles like permanent delays, government overlaps, federal and provincial government overlaps, and red tapeism is there. How Ontario government will tackle these issues of labor shortage, the skilled labor in this scenario, and over the red tapeism? Thank you.
I very much appreciate this question. We made the announcement at NORCAT, which is a hub for training of the workforce and the next generation of skilled workers, because we, like you, we understand that the next opportunity when it comes to building nuclear mines, a refinery, is that we need more people, skilled workers to do the work. Now, we have an amazing, highly talented, skilled workforce, but I agree we need thousands more. So we are working with industry and private sector unions to create a new pipeline of skilled work. We estimate thousands are going to be required. The truth is we still have, a high unemployment rate, a high youth unemployment rate. So our job is now to connect the dots. There's a skills mismatch. Somehow, Nitin, there are people without jobs, and over here there's jobs without people. Our job is to connect the dots, get people working, make sure that they're aware of viable. These are not, mediocre jobs. These are very well-paid, unionized jobs with pensions, benefits, and high incomes, relatively speaking. These are very lucrative employment. You could own a home on a job like this. That applies to nuclear. It certainly applies to the mines. So it's a critical priority for the government and the premier, and expect to see more investments in building the skills, as particularly on building the labor centers that are helping us expand the workforce. On red tape is a huge priority for us. We cut our permits by 50%. We want the federal government to do the same. The truth is that we were able to achieve something that no government could, which is we got the federal government to agree to end the red tape and duplication on the environmental assessment on the road to the Ring of Fire. And it is our government and our premier's commitment to build this road started this year. But we announced at Christmas, just before Christmas, that Ontario and Canada agreed that the feds would not duplicate the EA. And by doing so, to your point on red tape, we just shaved off right there 3 years from the project timeline. So there is a way to do it through partnership. The world changed. Trump reminds us every day with his incoherent rants and attacks on our country. We've got to work stronger, smarter, faster to stand up for our interests. And so I think we're demonstrating to you today we're doing that, but we're not going to hope for the best. We're going to keep being aggressive with the feds to move faster so that we win and our workers win too.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, I will go to Bill at GrecaTV.
Hello, Minister. Good to see you again.
you.
I wonder, and I think I told you before, I don't know when you sleep. But
Well, yeah, well, you know what? I wish I could say the weekend, but Shannon saw me taking the subway because her and I were both going to an Iranian rally to stand up against the despots of Tehran. So we don't sleep, we work.
yes, you don't.
Daisy was there too. We're all workers.
Yeah, everybody here was, yeah.
We literally all showed up. Planes, trains, automobiles, whatever it took to get there, we were going to be there.
Yes, I saw that and I've covered it. It was a tremendous event in our city. Now, this is, what is it, over 5 billion capital investment in this project. And you indicated that it'll create about 1,100 jobs. And there are other collateral jobs, but the most important thing is that it's an integrated line of supply and everything else in the streaming process of licenses and everything else, which is great. And I understand this is quite far from Toronto. What is it, about 24 kilometers, I believe you said, southeast of Red Lake in Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
Now, my question is based on the fact that I know it's far from Toronto. Are there any collateral jobs for the workers in Toronto area, in GTA area, as part of Protect Ontario?
So this project is, yes, just it's just essentially southeast of Red Lake. It's in the Red Lake district. So it will create, over 1,000 direct, indirect jobs. But what was important is today we had someone named Marla who spoke, Marla Tremblay. Marla is the executive director of Mine Connect. They support she's the voice of the supply chain. She came to endorse this announcement and say that every time we open a mine or accelerate a mine in the north, we're firing up the southern manufacturing supply chain because all the materials, equipment, the excavation materials, the drilling, the tools are overwhelmingly sourced in our country and in our province. And of course, the South, the manufacturing base is what delivers a lot of the value. So to our friends in the GTA in Southern Ontario, every project in the North is a project that benefits all Canadians. And I mean this truly. It may help the immediate area of that mine, create jobs, support often small remote communities. That's good for Canada, but it supports us here. I mean, I'm in Vaughan. One of the largest auto supply chains is in the city of Vaughan, and so when we talk about, getting more EV, the minerals we need for EVs, there's a connection point between north and south, east and west. And I think our premier's vision is one Canada, one team, one economy. That's why we broke down all the barriers to the interprovincial trade that often stopped investment flowing across Canada. It was easier to send it to the US than it was to Quebec or to Alberta or BC. We have broken down those barriers. We have ensured one national economy prevails, and we've ended this essentially a tariff on ourselves, and we're adding billions of dollars to Canada. So yes, the supply chain benefits massively with indirect employment. It's another demonstration to you all that what we do up north, our mines, are actually a play for all of us in the South because it's our manufacturing, it's our mills, it's our processing and fabrication that really um, keeps people working. And I think that's the name of the game right now, keeping people employed in reliable, and good jobs.
Does that include jobs for Southern Ontario about your attempt to power the new mines and growing by a transmission line?
The 1,000 roughly jobs are direct jobs just in that area. But we are building, as you mentioned, the new Red Lake transmission line, over $1 billion I announced just a few months ago. It's really important because we're building the transmission to keep up with growth so that we always say yes to investment. That's the new transmission line we've designated will be in addition to the jobs created through Kinross Gold. So just in the matter of months, in one region of Ontario, we've announced thousands of jobs for them in the north, for us in the south, and a powerful way to demonstrate to Canadians to have hope that through all the uncertainty and the risks and the tariffs and the war of words, we are doing something right by building more at home. And I think it should instill confidence to investors that we will get to yes, we'll move with their projects with speed. But it also should, I give hope to Canadians that are probably concerned and anxious right now about everything happening, all the craziness, that we have a plan, we're building fast, and we're unapologetically standing up for Canadian resources at home and abroad.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, I'm going to go to Rami at Oxygen Talk Show.
Thank you very much, Minister, for this continuous and regular media roundtables. I don't think that any minister do that. Thank you very much for that. And no wonder that, my last question to you was on the gold, and now there is announcement for a new investment in gold mining, which is great. Actually, my questions regarding the support that you will provide for small and medium businesses that work for the environmental tools or help a clean and green environment for the energy sector. Let me give you more explanation. I've been approached by many producers that they provide, for example, provide some systems or softwares to test the quality and the environment emission of some of the energy plants, big energy minings and plants. Do you provide, as Ontario government, some support funds to such small and medium businesses that help in this sector?
And specifically, Rami, the sector you are mentioning, just name the sector again. That's what I missed.
The sector is the energy, the
Right. Yeah.
production lines of the energy, for example, oil or
Yeah.
any petroleum or gas,
Okay.
natural gas. There are some small suppliers or medium suppliers that provide some software that make it more clean.
So, I mean, obviously each province for petroleum, natural gas, that'd be more Alberta, Saskatchewan based. For nuclear, Ontario based. So we all have areas of specialty. But the way we've built our program in Ontario is very much to support small, medium participants. I don't want just the Walmarts investing in Ontario. I want, I'll take their money too, but I like to support small, medium and help them scale, especially if they're Canadian based. But so we've designed our long-term procurement to very much support locals, support Canadians, support small, medium-sized enterprises, and they do very well. Even in our nuclear supply chain, you've got 8 companies like Aecon doing, big work, and then you also have a lot of small specialized businesses, 40, 50 people who are part of the supply chain because they have very specialized services they do. So bottom line is we want small, medium businesses to compete. We're trying to level the playing field. And in Ontario, at least for us, and in our province, we are very much not just committed in words, but we've created a procurement system that allows them to participate.
Are there any funds to support these small and medium companies to continue?
So Invest Ontario, under Minister Fideli's ministry, they do invest sometimes in projects that they want to help scale or expand jobs. There's criteria. It's got to be in the national interest. It's got to create jobs. It's not to subsidize a company, it's simply to help them expand their presence in the province. But yeah, Invest Ontario would definitely be the vehicle in the public servants to speak to about how to maybe unlock provincial tax dollars. They usually do a small enabling investment to get a bigger one from the company. So we're prepared to put skin in the game to help and build Canada. That happens largely through Minister Fideli, but even the federal government also has many funds as well. So together you can stack these, and it makes the difference in helping them stay in Canada, expand in Canada, and hopefully create more jobs in the country.
Okay, and this is the final question I have. So this is for Shazia at EOS.
Yes,
Shazia?
hi. Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, all right. I just want to ask the minister that this seems to be a very good investment. And then, of course, if the training is given in this new stream, a lot of jobs, like the minister said, is going to be created. However, my question is that sometime back, there were some legal issues that Kinross Mines was dealing with. So have those been taken care of already? Or is the Ontario government, I'm sure, is aware of it? So did they look at it while investing there?
Yes, we're not an investor in the project. We simply are reducing the red tape. The company, of course, has all their obligations. They've been consulting with First Nations. So with respect to this specific project, the Great Bear project, we've been working with them, and now the process starts really today to get them going on an accelerated timeline on the approval. This gold mine will help create $5 billion of capital investment to the province, 1,000 jobs. It's clearly in our interest. But I'd refer any questions on the business and any legal matters with them. I don't speak for them. I simply speak for the province to say we are open for business, and we're prepared to work with any willing partner. They're a very credible company, Kinross, very large scale company, global presence, and we welcome investment that's going to help create jobs for Canadians.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was the last question that I had received. So maybe I'll just hand it over to MPP Wade for some final words, and then the minister, and then we'll wrap up for the afternoon. Oh, MPP Wade, you have to unmute. Oh,
I think
no, it's not, still not working.
okay.
Well, maybe I'll just give it to the minister, and if
Okay, all
oh,
right.
there she's speaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put your videos off, your audio's on. We'll take it.
Okay, but it's all right. I just want to say a few words. I'm speaking as a special request on behalf of the two Chinese media, TV media, Fairchild as well as Omni. They will, because today is the first day of the Chinese New Year, they are going around town capturing Chinese New Year activities. They would like to have a personal interview with the minister later on. I can help set that up, that they will like to record that and announce it to the general public. And I also have a reporter, Jane Aing, who I will give her all the information from today's information, and then we can publish it in various Chinese media as well. And thank you very much. It is great news for all of us, and we'll continue to work very hard for all Ontarians and for the economy. Thank you, Minister. I pass on to you to say a few more words. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. Always a pleasure to work with you and serve with you. And I just want to thank you all for joining us today. Very positive announcement. As you know, PDAC, which is the world's largest mining and prospectors conference, is coming up in just less than 2 weeks. We have a lot coming on down the pipeline, even next week, more investments, more significant investments in Ontario, because we've changed the game and we've created a permitting system that gets the yes. So just know that there's more to come, positive announcements for our economy and our workers, and just very grateful to you all for joining us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.